Josh Green here for Tungsten Tales. Delighted to be joined by the WDF Women's World Champion, Beau Greaves. Beau, I'm sure it hasn't got old hearing that yet.
No, definitely not. Yeah, I love it. I've had since Lakeside, I've had the darts going well, so I'm loving every single minute of it.
How's it all been since Lakeside? Have you noticed people are taking an interest in what you're doing? You're a world champion now, so things must have changed a little bit, if a lot.
Yeah, I suppose obviously, like, I know it's there when I'm playing now. There's definitely a different feeling when I am playing in a game. But everyone's been really lovely, to be fair. Like, I don't feel any different, but I suppose people, it's just there, innit? It's just one of them. But yeah, it's been, I wouldn't change it for the world. It's been amazing since then.
Have you been able to sort of reflect on your time at Lakeside, whether it's watching back matches or just talking over them with friends and family?
Yeah, well, my mum and dad have got a habit of watching me games back all the time. So every time I go downstairs, there's always one of them on. But I've never really been one to watch my games back. But obviously, I remember it well. And I'll never ever forget that. But obviously, I played well. So, but yeah, I've just moved on from it, really. Just tried to focus on other stuff. But yeah, it's definitely still in the back of my head.
Just going back to Lakeside, I mean, going up in that final was huge pressure on your shoulders, as well as there was on everybody else's in Lakeside playing in an iconic venue. But I mean, for yourself going into that final, did you notice the pressure when you turned up on the stage for the final?
Not really. I think I felt most relaxed in the final, to be fair. It was weird. Obviously, in my opening game, I was really nervous, and then I settled down a bit after that. But I don't know. I think I just sort of took it as it came and just played exactly how I did in my other games, and just didn't think too much of it. I was trying not to think about the aftermath of the game more than I just sort of went through it step by step.
Well, yeah, I mean, it certainly seemed to work. It was probably one of the best performances we've seen from you on TV in that final, and the scoring power in particular was something that we don't see in the ladies' game a huge amount. It was this power scoring was unbelievable at times.
Yeah, no, it was. The thing is, when I found out playing Kirsty, it was more like I knew that I had to do that, sort of get in front quickly. That's why I said that to I think my sister or my dad. I said I'm going to do my best to get in front, get a good lead, and then obviously calm down a bit. Because once you get up there, everything's like in the air, and it's that first set. Obviously, is so important. But I was just happy that my darts just went the way I wanted them to.
Obviously, the WDF Tour has very much been underway over the last couple of months. We've been all over the place. You in Romania at the weekend, of course. You mentioned earlier there's no pressure as such with being the world champion, but being in those events, I'm sure everybody wants to beat you. They want to beat the world champion.
Yeah, I think I felt more pressure after the Worlds, winning my first one back. Of course, I think it was the Welsh, and after that I settled down a lot more because obviously I lost in Scotland. Then I went to Wales, and obviously once I'd won the Welsh Open, I just felt a lot more calm walking into events, knowing that I didn't have any pressure to sort of win and prove that I could still win after Lakeside. That was sort of in my head a bit, but obviously I was happy I did that so soon, rather than going through the tour for the rest of the year thinking, when am I ever going to win another one, in a way. So that was definitely a big relief after Lakeside. Is
the WDF Tour your big goal at the moment? Is it where we're going to be seeing you play most of your darts?
I don't, to be honest with you, like, I am really enjoying it at the minute. It's definitely one of my favourite things that I am playing darts for at the minute. But obviously I'll probably do the PDC next year, just the ladies series, and that, give that a good go. And but you know what, I play darts to enjoy myself, and I really do enjoy the WDF. And like I say, I go away with my sister, it's just some fun, and then play darts. That's probably why I'm playing so well at the minute. It's just because I'm loving it.
I do have to ask about the ladies series. Obviously, at the weekend we saw 8 players qualify for the first ever women's world match play. Is that the sort of thing that in the future not rushing your career, of course, that you would want to be in those sort of events and competing with those players on TV stages?
Oh yeah, of course I would. But I think at the time when that all came about, and obviously I'd missed a few of the ladies series before that, and I just didn't really want to go to them and feel like I've got to catch up to everyone. I wanted, obviously next year when they start again, I'll be, everyone will be the same, in the same boat. So, but yeah, it's definitely one of them that obviously I wish I was in it. There's no doubt about that. But yeah, it wasn't really a massive thing for me at the time. And to be honest with you, I'm just excited to watch it, just to see. Looks like a good lineup. So yeah, I'll be excited to watch that.
And in terms of that lineup, I mean, you've got two other young players in there, in Chloe O'Brien and Katie Sheldon, of course. I'm sure you've come across them many, many times before. It's great to see that the younger players are really coming to the forefront now of women's darts.
Oh yeah, I played youth darts with Katie and Chloe for years and that, and obviously I've played them many a time. And yeah, I know how good they are. Just I hope that they'll be able to show that on stage, because they've definitely both got it. And it's nice just to see, like I say, the younger girls coming through, and yeah, that's what people want to watch.
And obviously the WDF Championship, we haven't got any confirmation, but we hope it will be back in January or maybe even in April next year. Does it make any difference for you as a player, whether it's in January or in April, in terms of qualification and where you'd like it to be?
Not really for me. I think I'd only played at Lakeside once before then. That was for a Winmau World Master, I think. So it was more of just, I did prefer it. I thought it was really good. It was run really well. And it was a good atmosphere, to be fair, I was on stage. But I think more people who have played there before, and obviously when it moved and wanted it back there, I wasn't bothered, to be fair, but I wouldn't mind it going back there. It was good.
Yeah, it was definitely a great atmosphere at Lakeside. For you, now you've got that experience under your belt of being on there and being a world champion up on that stage, do you think that will catapult you onto further success and hopefully even a second world crown?
I don't know. I think I said after I won the Worlds that I was happy with just the one, to be honest, and that's still true. But I know when it gets further to the time to play in the Worlds again, that I'm going to be thinking about obviously winning it again. But I don't know. I think this year I was just more happy that when I won the Worlds, obviously I said about obviously winning my first comp after, but obviously being world number one now is also a big thing for me as well. I wanted that. That was my goal this year, to be the world number one and still world champ. So, but next year, I'll just forget all that and try my best again.
I'm sure a busy calendar coming up for you in the next few months. Just let us know. I mean, where are we going to see you in the next 2 or 3 months' time?
Well, obviously, Breen next week, the England ones. Anyway, obviously, I'm going to Australia in August. I got invited to that, so looking forward to that one. And then just a few in just anywhere really, anywhere that my sister can get time off work, and we'll just anywhere. We'll just have a look on the tour and that, and see which ones we can get to.
Sounds good. Well, thank you very much for your time, Beau. Really, really appreciate it, and hopefully we'll get to catch up again soon.
Thank you.